Greetings and welcome to the Halloween edition of the Sliders Review. And I'm here today to talk to you about Jessie Ghost Bumpers. I love Jessie. Jessie is a great Disney Channel show. It's one of the greatest. When I got like thinking in college, it was one of those Disney shows that I just like stuck with. I wasn't really watching Disney Channel at that time, but Jessie was one of those shows. It's just hilarious. Jessie is basically a children's version of The Nanny. The Nanny was a very popular show on CBS back in the day. It's all over like TV, the internet. You can find it there. It was a nice family show. And the person who created The Nanny decided to make a children's version about a decade later and stuff. And they did it on Disney Channel. And of course, as we all know, Jessie main star is Debbie Ryan. And Debbie Ryan is such a great actress, man. Like, she really is truly, like, good. Like, I remember when I first saw her in that, that boat show, like, Sweet Life on Deck or something like that. And it was that crossover with the Wizards, the Waverly Place people, and Hannah Montana. And I knew she was going to be big when she get older, like, star-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, famous-wise. But she's not the only talented person on that show. So many of those little kids are so talented, like Peyton List and everything. Like, she's just great. Well, it's definitely on one show I saw her in. She was a little, like, rusty, unfamiliar with the stuff. It was more an adult, mature show. But then when she went to Cobra Kai, man, she was great again. And so is the other cast. And rest in peace, Cameron Bryce. That was just sad when he had that seizure and everything. And the adult cast is hilarious. But Ghost Bumpers, it's a take on Ghostbusters. So basically what happened is that the kids are getting ready for trick-or-treat. And they're getting the costumes ready. Jessie is Marilyn Monroe, which I'm surprised Disney Channel let her get away with wearing that outfit. Robbie, he's Albert Einstein. Zuri, she is Chubby the Bear. Emma is a fortune teller, and Luke, he is some famous ski person that tried to make like 4 consecutive 360 jumps in the air, spin or something like that, flips or whatever. But he tried and didn't do it. I don't know if the dude's real or not, but I forgot his name. So they're getting the costumes ready, they're getting ready for trick or treat, and Mrs. Chesterfield is inviting folks to like her Halloween party, but she won't invite the Rosses or Jessie because she doesn't like them at all. And so they're all upset about that. She said no children is allowed, and even though Jessie is an adult, she doesn't want her to go. So this pisses Jessie off to where she has her own Halloween party, and she doesn't invite Mrs. Chesterfield. And so Miss Chesterfield's all like, yo, this building used to be haunted and all this other stuff, and they don't believe her. So the next thing you know, there's 2 stone gargoyles on like the ledge of the balcony, and this purple ooze is coming out their mouth. And so Mrs. Kipling and Mrs. Chesterfield dog, they look it up. Their eyes start to glow. And so Emma, when she's coming down for Jessie's party, she tells Jessie, tells, I think, Luke or something like that, she's not going to Jessie's party, she's going to Mr. Chesterfield's and all that. She runs into Mrs. Chesterfield's dog when she goes to the party, and it possesses her. And so, like, Virgil, he sees a ghost in, like, the hall, and he is freaking out. And so he tells everybody, they don't necessarily believe him, but Robbie believes him, and he decides to do some research. It turns out there was some ancient evil ghost thing named Zorat that used to like possess this building and stuff like that. But Jessie's not really believing him. Nobody's really believing him. And so Luke at some point sees Mrs. Kipling, and she possesses him. So when the kids come, they're all like demonic looking. And they do a great job, especially Peyton, man. Peyton is the gatekeeper, and Luke, he is the code master and stuff like that. And so Jessie now knows like something's kind of weird is up and like all this other stuff. And then there's a giant ghost head of the Zorat dude in green flame. and he is spooky looking. And so Jesse's like, oh, I guess ghosts are really real and stuff. And so, but the people at the party, they assume it's just special effects. And I will say, the CGI on the blue ghost is so cheap and fake looking. The Zorak dude, that's great CGI. And so, you know, she tells Zuri and she tells Robbie, and so Robbie comes up with a plan to like stop them. So they come out decked out, dressed like the Ghostbusters. Basically, he tells them that, you know, they have to invent like something with the ectoplasm, something like that, or they'd be possessed forever and all this other stuff. So basically, he has this weird foam stuff and like his little power pad thing. And so they blast like Luke and they blast Emma. And it's with this foam stuff. And Jesse's all like, Robbie, I thought this stuff wasn't supposed to hurt them. Why are they out cold and everything? And then so before that, they had kidnapped Mrs. Chesterfield and tied her to like the balcony and stuff. So when they go, something happens. Smoke comes out of like the gargoyles, and the Zorak dude possesses Mrs. Chesterfield, and so they're just like terrified. But then I think a couple of insults happen here and there, and like so Jesse blasts her with the foam stuff, and then all the spirits leave all like their host bodies, and everybody's like back to normal and stuff. And Robbie's all like, everybody got sprayed except for me. And so Zuri sprays him good with that phone. They got that dude good with it. Something else happens. I forget what. And then all of a sudden, Jessie wakes up because it was all a dream. And so she tells the kids, you know, oh, I believe y'all was possessed and ghosts here and there, and they're all like, no, what happened on Halloween is they went trick-or-treating, had tons of candy, and Jessie ate it all and passed out from like a sugar rush. And so she lifts up the blanket and is like, oh, that's where all these rappers came from. And so they are pissed off that she ate their candy, and they just like start chasing her and stuff. And as she's running trying to get out the room, Virgil comes in and she bumps into his belly and falls to the ground and stuff. All in all, it was a cute episode. It had some slight spookiness. It wasn't like all scary, you know, because it's for Disney Channel, it's for kids and everything, you know what I'm saying? But it was a cute little episode. However, the other Jessie Halloween episode is a million times better than this, and I can't wait to review that one. That wasn't that spooky. Alright, well, I shall talk to y'all later. Bye.